Welcome back. I'm Hap Hines, principal of the CEC, and I'm fortunate enough to have with me my good friend, former colleague, John Small, who is head football coach of the East Coweta High School Indians. And John, we're just going to talk a little bit of football here. We've got a real big game coming up this week with Stars Mill. Tell us kind of how preparation's going. Last week getting the scrimmage game and getting your feet wet. How are things going in preparation for Stars Mill?
Oh, they're going great. We got a young bunch this year, a lot of kids, a lot of inexperienced kids, but they're getting their feet wet quick.
Awesome.
We traveled last week on the road for 2 hours, and about 75% of them is the first time they packed a bag to travel. So, but they got up there, got some experience, and we'll get back to work this week. But been really pleased with their attitude and their effort every single day, and we're excited to kick the season off.
Awesome. I know, when it comes to scrimmage games, for coaches, and I've had the fortune to work close to you over the last few years. I mean, it's really not about the score. It's being able to see seeing what your guys are getting the whole process ready, kind of the script ready for the upcoming game. And I know you guys are always going to be ready. I've seen how hard you work. Coach, what a lot of people don't know maybe is, not only are you running the role as a head football coach, but you also call the defense, serving as a defensive coordinator. How does that go through the years? I know that is a lot of preparation and effort and energy. Expand upon kind of how the week goes with that as a defensive coordinator as well.
Well, it makes it tough because you're trying to see everything, offense, defense, and special teams, then manage the kids and manage the coaches. So I guess I've wisened up. I've turned over the defensive coordinator duties to Coach Mark Barfield, who's been with us the last 7 years, and he's going to do an outstanding job with it.
Absolutely. Mark's fantastic. And like you said, being at East Coweta the last 6 years, I got a first up close in person just to see how hard and the character your coaches have and how hard they work. It's a Saturday game, and it's going to be close to a noon kickoff. How do you prepare your team for the heat and the conditions and everything? I mean, this is Georgia weather. I know you've been through this year after year with this being your 19th year, but just kind of expand upon, how the protocols we have in place keep everybody safe.
Well, you got to abide by the protocols, and you do want to keep the kids safe, but that's why you condition them year-round. You condition them in the summer to get them prepared for the heat so they're acclimated. Mm-hmm. Our kids do a phenomenal job of showing up the days we have workouts in the summer, and so we're not really concerned about that. I believe it's the preparation 2 or 3 days before a game like that this time of year to make sure the hydration is right, they got food in their system, and they're getting the rest that they need.
Awesome. Coach, with Stars Mill coming in to Coweta County, and the game is going to be at Noonan High School. Are there some new players you've kind of saying maybe keep an eye out for that have really sort of caught your attention this offseason? Maybe new faces that might be looking for some playing time, things like that. Anyone that's kind of piqued your attention and all that we want to be looking out for?
Yeah, Darrell Thompson's been a running back for us for 2 years, playing on the JV, but he's really grown up and matured and has had a great offseason. We'll have some young guys up front with 2 of the Hurd brothers, or twins, or 6'6", 320, and 6'6", 290. So they're going to be thrown in the fire early and have to play. Quarterback, we've got 2 guys battling for the job, and Cohen Peoples, been a program guy, and Andrew Schock, who's been in the program. So they're battling it out, and we're going to see who's going to be the best guy for the job. But feel like we got 2 guys that can get the job done when it needs to get done.
Coach, one of the things that I've always just had, super respect for you is you've never, ever been scared to schedule tough opponents. And without a doubt, it has definitely helped the program and really just toughened kids to where, I've seen it over the last 6 years. We don't flinch no matter who we go into. I have seen big-time victories over state champions that we have beaten. Last year, we beat the state champion Sandy Creek Patriots when they came to visit. Not to mention, we turned around the next week and defeated Lowndes. Expand upon, your belief in just creating a tough non-region schedule and what it does for the team in the long run and what it's done for your program.
Well, I think it prepares you, number one, for, life, because life is tough. There's no easy way in life. And as a football team, you're going to play tough people in your region, in the playoffs. And if you're not used to playing those types of games and those types of atmospheres, you're setting yourself up for failure. It's not going to guarantee you win a game, but it gives you a chance. But it also gets the kids great exposure against some of the best players in the state of Georgia to where they can match their talents with them, which it helps them in the recruiting process. So we believe in playing tough people and good people and getting our nose bloodied, and hopefully we're going to be bloody in more noses than getting ours blooded here.
Well, Coach, we sure are excited about it. I mean, when you talk about the kickoff to football season, it really just it just strikes a match to the school spirit, to the community spirit, and everything that goes into that. And I know the city of Sonoy, Sharpsburg, Coweta County is super proud of what you've done. There is no doubt, you know, they don't work any harder than Coach John Small, and the character and all the things that you've instilled in your players. Let me tell you, it does not go unnoticed. And to see where the program is today and the kind of kids that that the program is putting out there is fantastic. And Coach, like I said, best of luck to you, and we'll be there cheering you guys on. Any word for the fan base in regards to Saturday's big kickoff with Stars Mill?
Yeah, we have great community, great fans, unbelievable parents in our program. I know they're all going to show up and show out Saturday to cheer on the Indians.
Sounds great, Coach. Well, Coach, we sure are glad to have you here over at the CEC. Our door is always open, and that will conclude our conversation with head football coach John Small of the East Coweta High School Indians.